sit back and relax and enjoy another episode of J&C Fix and Play.
Welcome back, everyone. So today we'll be taking a look at the Sega Nomad, probably my favorite pickup so far of 2021 and probably of the last 2 years. But before we go any farther, hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos. Leave a comment, tell me your favorite Genesis game. But let's get into it. So I recently picked up this Sega Nomad and I paid $100 for it. It came, basically it was part of a lot, and cool thing about it came with the original box. I just love collecting consoles in the original boxes. Same thing for video games, just because I feel like they look so much better back in the day than what they do nowadays. Obviously you can see looking at the back of the system, you know, it has a picture of the console and it starts going into the games, and we got Sonic and Knuckles, Comic Zone, Adventures of Batman, you know, and these were games that were popular when I was a kid. And you know, it brings back a ton of nostalgia for me. You know, it kind of, and I feel like they don't put as much effort anymore as they do. You know, you can see the Nomad accessories. You know, and you got stuff. Let's see, you got stuff like the 3-button or 6-button controller that Sega had. You know, everything from the battery packs, the arcade sticks, the car adapter. I mean, this was a system made to play your Genesis games on the go. And this was basically the Nintendo Switch before the Nintendo Switch was a thing. Definitely underrated. I believe there was 1 million of these units produced. I could be mistaken on that, but I believe that's how many are actually made. But first things first, let's jump into and see what was all about the Sega Nomad. So this Nomad was, like I said, complete in the box. One thing I did do is I did replace the screen shield. It was completely scratched, the original plastic, so I replaced it with the glass one. But looking at the bottom of the unit, you can see you have your volume, your headphones. You know, it does have a brightness adapter, and this is kind of like the old contrast for the original Game Boy. Kind of allows you to adjust the game to see, probably kills your battery life, and then you have your second controller. This unit is multiplayer capable if you hook it up to the TV. Player 1 uses the gamepad. Player 2 would use a actual Sega Genesis controller to play the games. Up here at the top, you got your AV out, and this is how you would hook it up to the TV back in the day. As you can see here, I have a Spider-Man here for the Sega Genesis, and we're just gonna kind of pop that in. And this is how it looked. Yes, it was clunky and bulky. On the back side, these spots here, this is the ability to plug in the optional battery pack. I do not have the battery pack. I am trying to find one. If anyone knows where I can get even an aftermarket one, let me know, because this is something that I want extremely bad for this console. But that's essentially what it is, and as you can see, this unit works, which is also was another concern I had when I purchased it. But that's essentially the function of it. So why don't we jump into a gameplay and let's see how it works. So I'm going to test the game here with Sonic and Knuckles. Not my most favorite Sonic game that was ever made. It was just one of the few ones that I do still have for a Sega Genesis game. And as you can see, yeah, it is not the greatest display. Looking at it on camera does not, you know, it does look a little bit better in person versus actually recording it on camera, but there is a huge amount of ghosting on this display. I know currently there is an actual modification for this, so you can put a modern LCD screen into the unit, and this way it should eliminate most of this. So let me know if you guys want to see that mod. It is something I'm considering doing. Part of me doesn't want to, just because of how very rare you don't find these units up for sale. But I mean, I gotta say, I mean, it's Sonic. It's like playing a Sega Genesis. It might not look as smooth. It's kind of like not known. It kind of, when Sega Genesis 16-bit home consoles came out, you know, they were known for their power, their speed, and how they looked. Obviously, this is a huge difference. It doesn't look as smooth as the home consoles do. But you got to remember though, you know, back in the day, this was absolutely amazing for how it looked. It's just a matter of how technology has changed. But I just wanted to show you guys, because a lot of people that I showed this to have never seen this console. They are not familiar with it whatsoever. You know, I had a lot, when I picked this up, I had it at work, and a lot of people asked me, what is that? And I had to show them, and they had to YouTube it. But, you know, for those who are not familiar with the Sega Nomad, this is kind of just to show you guys what the system is all about, and, you know, how far ahead of its time it truly was. So, once again, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, tell me your favorite Genesis game, tell me if I should go ahead and go through with the mod, and go have some fun and play some games. Have a good one, everyone.